This right here, this and change orders, I am convinced will increase your bottom line immeasurably. And it's really your guys' responsibility to teach your guys to plan out in the field. And I don't care if I always tell you guys, don't do unbilled hours, but unbilled hours are great if you're using them to educate you guys to make more money. Okay. So it could be something where you guys like Joshua, I'm going to use you an example. All right. Because you have more than one crew. It would be where your crew leads came in every Friday after work or every Monday before work, and you sat down with them and you helped them plan out their week. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I learned this from Brian Tracy, and he basically said, I forget the actual numbers, but basically 10 minutes of planning can eliminate almost an hour of production. So what I'm saying, guys, is it's easy for you as a business owner to tell your guys, hey, I need you to start planning your week out on Fridays or Mondays, and then letting them to be on their own, and they won't do it. But if you're like, okay, guys, for the next 4 weeks, Fridays after work or Mondays before work, we're going to meet without exception, and we're all going to sit down and we're going to plan out our jobs. We're going to think them through for the entire week. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And if you guys did that with your crews in a positive manner, maybe go buy some donuts or whatever, I know it will increase your production.
Yeah.
And all you do is you look at this page right here and you ask your guys, okay, next week, how much more removal do you have? Dude, we got the removal done. All right, good. Or if you're just starting out a project, okay, what are you going to do the first day you're going to get there? Okay, we're going to do removal. Great. So if you're going to do removal, we're going to open it up and we're going to schedule our haul off service, right? So we're going to record that. You see how I did that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we're going to go with our preferred supplier, and we're going to basically, I don't have any in my demo account. So you'll put whatever supplier it is, and then you'll put your delivery date. So the job starts on Monday. So we'll put Monday as the delivery date. So you put your delivery date in. All right. Got it, Joshua?
Mm-hmm.
And hit save. That's it. All right. Now that's all you need to do. So, well, you should record for budgeting purposes, right? You'll record how much material you're going to haul off. Does that make sense? So you can record that too, just so that it's in your budgets. Make sense? Okay. You're not ordering it, but you're going to put that in. Okay. So now we're done. Got it. We'll collapse that. All right, guys, what else are you going to do? How long is that going to take? Well, it's only going to take 1.1 days. Okay. What are you going to do on Tuesday? You see how this works? The reason why I'm teaching it this way is years ago, I'm not into football, but I read the story where Vince Lombardi walked into the whatever freaking football team he was
Green Bay Packers.
The Green Bay Packers. On his first day there, you got a bunch of NFL guys sitting around him, and he holds up a football and he says, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And his whole point was, I'm taking you back to the basics. We're going to start all over, and I'm going to take you back. And they went on to be, under his direction, one of the greatest teams, right? So it's just getting back to the basics. And sometimes the basics is what makes you the most money. So you look at your guys and you say, okay, what are we going to do on Tuesday? Well, we're going to, for us, hardscapes go in first. So we're going to do our pavers. Great. Let's go in and let's just have everything in the pavers delivered next Monday. So it's all there. And they're like, yeah, I would agree with that. So you come up here and you hit record all. So select all materials. We'll go to the delivery date for next Monday. Okay. Now it's set it up.
There it is.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Now everything's set up to be delivered on Monday. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna hit save. Now it's going to take 3.1 days to install the pavers, right? So now between the pavers and the rip out, we're at 4.2 days. So now you're like, okay, once the pavers are in, what's the next thing we're going to do? Probably irrigation. Would you guys say?
Yeah.
Okay. And the point is, so you would go into irrigation, you'd record everything, and or that's the gravel walkway. And that's it. Like we're on a call and I'm explaining it, and that took what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Now, so now you've scheduled your week out. And so now you go up to the supplier call sheet, and then you basically call up Ryan at Gibson's that day, right then, right? You make your guys, okay, now call up and order all your materials. And your guys are like, oh, okay. So they call up Gibson's or whoever you order your crap from. And they basically call up Ryan. We would call up Ryan and say, I need 3 bags of coarse sand. All right. Or 2 bags. Just bring me 2 bags. I think I can make it work, or 2.5, whatever. Right. So you order that, check it off. Okay. And then Ryan says, what else do you need? I need 6 bags of modified paver. All right. I need pave edge restraint. And you just tell him everything that you need, and you just keep clicking. And then once he's done, he's done. And for me, I like checking things off so that I don't forget. And then you call up Interstate and you order your gravel, and you tell the guy, whoever you order your gravel for, I need that there first thing in the morning. I have to have it there. Or now, if you're ordering on Monday, it could be there anytime because you're doing rip out and you don't need it there until Tuesday, but whatever, it's got to be there on Monday. Okay, no problem. If they can't get it there on Monday, what do you guys do? What do you do?
Try another vendor.
What?
Try another vendor.
Yes. And if that vendor can't get it through, what do you do?
Well, I'm not moving the job.
You call another vendor. And if that vendor doesn't do it, you call the first vendor and say, look, I want to buy from you. I have got to have this there by Monday. What do we need to do to get it there? And use some people skills. And at that point, you need to make sure that freaking gravel gets there. And if I can't do it on Monday, but I can get it there first thing Tuesday, great. Then get it there first thing Tuesday, but I have got to have it there.
Yeah.
So then you check that off, and you just go through and you check off, right? I don't need to order a blade, but maybe I do. And you ask the guys, how's your blade? Do you have blades in the trailer? Yeah, we've got a couple extra blades. Great. So we'll just check that off. Haul off service, right? You have to order the haul off service. So at that point, you can ask your gravel guy, could you bring the gravel in the afternoon? Because I've got haul off. And I want you to haul my stuff off. Do you see how that works?
Yeah.
And that's why you want to do this in advance, because if you call the day before, yeah, you're probably not going to get stuff done. But if you call a week in advance, there's a good chance you're going to get what you want.
Yeah.
And most guys in this industry, they don't trust their guys to order this stuff. It's bewildering to me.
So
go.
Would you set would you have this meeting, let's say on Monday for the following week then? Is that what you're thinking? And then so that would already be set up.
Yeah. So technically, yes. If you're starting, let's say you're on a job and you're starting a new job next Monday, then you should be ordering all of the last items that you need for the job that you're working on. But yeah, if you can order a week in advance, it gives your suppliers, they're going to respect you more, and they're going to bend over backwards than if you're constantly calling them being like, dude, man, I forgot. I need some soil tomorrow. Well, we can't do it. All right. When can you do it? Now you're giving all the power to your vendors. But if you call your vendors up a week in advance and be like, hey, I need soil next, a week from Monday. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
But you're training your guys how to order this stuff. It's there. It's not rocket science. It's not like they have to go out and figure out the square footages. Now, my guys, they'll double check me because I will usually have too much soil, right? So they might not order all the soil because they don't they don't want to haul it back off, right? So they know they have enough material there and probably then some to pull this project off. So and your guys are going to learn over the next couple of months. Well, Josh is usually a little bit high on soil, so I'm not going to order all the soil because I don't like hauling 4 yards off in my dump trailer. So I'll back off on the soil a little bit.
Mhm.
They'll start to learn that. But this is what's going to give you guys your life back. This is the magical part of the software. Okay, so then once you're done, you get everything ordered. You can say remove all checked items. And now the next time I go for the next week, this is empty. And so when we plan out the next week, we know we're going to bring in, let's see, do I have beds with soil in here at all? But whatever, who cares? We're going to bring in, our lawn. So we're going to bring in our lawn. So we're going to say record all. We're going to select, I'm not going to be ready for my sod. So we're only going to bring in the sandy loam. Does that make sense? I'm not ready for the sod yet, right? That's going to be on the last day. So, or you could say order all. You could say select all, and then you could pick, okay, I want my soil delivered on Friday, but I don't want the sod delivered until, the 8th, which is the last day we're there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So you hit save. And then you order your beds with rock, right? Okay, I need to order all of this. So you're going to order everything and you're going to say select all materials. But this time you're going to get your sandy loam delivered on the same day that you're getting the sandy loam delivered for your lawn areas. Great. Our weed fabric, we don't need that until we have the sod. So our sod's coming on the 8th. So our weed fabric is going to come on the 4th, and so is our rock. So I got all kinds of crazy dates.
And you're thinking through the project and when you're going to need the materials, and you're just setting the
right.
Day.
Yeah. But what I'm showing you is you can probably start to get some of this stuff on the books, and you can tell, Gibson's, hey, can you just put me on the calendar to deliver sod on such and such day? And then I'll call you the day before just to confirm or whatever. But the further out you can plan, that's great, but you don't want to start planning too far out because of change orders, right? But at least a week in advance, start planning your weeks out.